Alright, guys, I'm watching Ricochet versus AJ Styles. Shot by AJ, a shot by Ricochet. Shot by AJ. Ricochet's down. AJ Styles just told Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows to go back to the back. He's got this match handled, so that's it. The Rock. The talented Ricochet. Ricochet is dead. AJ Styles looks like he's bleeding on his head. And AJ Styles looks like he's bleeding on his head. Ricochet into the turnbuckle. Now shoulder thrust by AJ Styles. Shoulder thrust by AJ Styles. That's for the United States Championship too. AJ Styles is a former United States champion. Kick in the back by AJ Styles to Ricochet. AJ Styles is bleeding on his forehead. Wonder if AJ Styles is going to turn heel or something. Who knows? Now, shot by Ricochet. Shot by Ricochet. Shot in the head by Ricochet. Ooh, a back drop by AJ Styles to Ricochet. Ricochet hit the mat pretty hard. AJ Styles has momentum. Shot by Ricochet. This has been a decent Raw so far. Yeah. And Ricochet flies. Is that why AJ Styles is bleeding? Kind of. AJ's busted here and here, it looks like. Ricochet throws AJ Styles back in the ring. Yeah, I gotta go back and watch that. And boom. AJ Styles is down. A kick in the head by Ricochet. One. Oh, a kick out at one. Huh. Paying the receipt. Yeah. Kick in the stomach by AJ Styles. Suplex in the turnbuckle by AJ Styles. 1, 2. Ricochet kicks out at 2. Ricochet's like, man, what did I get myself into? I'm the United States champion and I'm facing AJ Styles my first night as champion. I don't stream on Twitch. You looked. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. I don't do Twitch. I have Twitch, I just don't stream on it. AJ Styles has a headlock on Ricochet. Headlock by AJ Styles to Ricochet. I just don't. I don't know. I don't really know much about all that. I need to do it. I just gotta learn more about it. I just use my phone. And Ricochet hits AJ Styles in the stomach. Shot by Ricochet to AJ Styles. Shot by Ricochet to AJ Styles. And Ricochet's got momentum. Ricochet into the corner. AJ Styles gets kicked in the head by Ricochet. Ricochet is doing a backflip. Shot by AJ Styles. Shot in the head by Ricochet. Both men are down. Yeah, I just YouTube. I don't do Twitch or anything. And both men are down right now. This is awesome chance. No AEW chance yet. You guys should subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Shot by Ricochet. Shot by AJ. No, shot by Ricochet. Another shot by Ricochet. Shot by Ricochet. Ricochet into the rope. And knocks AJ Styles down. What's up? What's up, new Wolfpack fan? Thank you for joining. Ricochet has momentum right now. Ricochet runs in, spears him into the turnbuckle. Ricochet goes up on the rope and clotheslines AJ Styles down. Hashtag push EC3. 1, 2. AJ Styles kicks out at 2. AJ 2000, you're right. Push EC3. Became 24/7 champion the night. So, yeah. Close. Soar into the sky. Ricochet knocks AJ Styles down. Ricochet is amazing. AJ Styles is amazing. Shot by Ricochet to AJ Styles. Nope. AJ counters that suplex. Elbow by AJ Styles to Ricochet. Backflip. Two count. I think that Fire Fest will be okay. I don't know about Better Than Double or Nothing though. It's kind of like a live show. I'll take pictures and show you guys how it was on the internet. I want to see Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega is one of my favorites. That's my goal, to see him wrestle in person. It's a weird goal, I know, but I want to see him wrestle in person before I die, type of thing. 1, 2. AJ Styles kicks out at 2. Shot by AJ Styles. Clothesline by Lariat. 1, 2. Ricochet kicks out at 2. I feel like AJ Styles has gotten slower in the ring. He seems slower to me. From what he used to be, anyways. That ear itches. Elbow to AJ Styles. At least the United States Championship is looking more prestigious. Shot by Ricochet to AJ Styles. A chop by Ricochet to AJ Styles. Now the United States Championship has some prestige. Oh. And a lion salt by Ricochet to AJ Styles. Chris Jericho, bless your heart, 2. And AJ Styles kicks out at 2. Ain't gonna beat AJ Styles that easy. Yeah, maybe AJ Styles will turn heel AJ 2000. It's a possibility it could happen. Lion salt by Ricochet to AJ Styles. You think Styles will win? Well, I think the reason that happened was because wait, here's Ricochet. They didn't want to do phenomenal forearm. 1, 2. Ricochet loses. Ricochet just lost the title. Ricochet just, I think, lost his title. Wait a minute. No, it wasn't for the title. It wasn't for the title. It wasn't for the title. Never mind. Nope. It wasn't for the title. It was a regular match. Sorry about that. I thought AJ Styles just won the United States Championship. This match was not as good. It was okay. It was a good match. But it made Ricochet look kind of weak, even if it is AJ Styles. Ricochet wins the title, then loses the next night in a non-title match. And AJ's picking him up and saying, that title's going to be mine soon. And AJ's raising Ricochet's hand. And Ricochet's smiling. So AJ Styles defeats Ricochet. It's a non-title match. I thought AJ Styles won the title right there. That's what I thought. So basically, it was a non-title match. I'm sorry, I thought he won the United States Championship. I thought it was. That's the thing. I thought it was a title match. Apparently, it wasn't a title match. It was just advertised as a regular match, but not a title match. I'm sorry, guys. I thought it was a title match, but I was going to say AJ Styles just won the title. Ricochet just lost his title the next night. That's what I thought, anyways. But that match was not as good as I thought it would be. It was only an 11-minute match. It was not long, not too many great spots. And Ricochet just looked like he was out wrestled. Like in no time. Those are two guys who could probably wrestle for 30 minutes if they wanted to. Very anticlimactic ending, in my opinion. You know, like, I know he's Ricochet, but Ricochet defeats Samoa Joe, but AJ Styles looked like he beat him easily. AJ Styles didn't look like Ricochet was much of a challenge. What do you guys think? Yeah, I noticed that too. When it was a non-title match, and they announced that. I didn't understand that either. That's a good catch. I caught that too. Still your WWE champion, Kofi Kingston. I thought they were just being, AJ Styles defeated Ricochet, man. In very easy fashion. I don't know. Did you guys like the match? Think it was anticlimactic? Is Bray Wyatt going to become the Intercontinental Champion? Is that the idea? AJ Styles heel. You know what didn't make sense? Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows came out just for AJ to tell him to leave. I figured something was going to happen there, but that was a troll. They trolled us there too. AJ versus Shinsuke Nakamura was actually a decent rivalry. I got nothing to say about that. I wanted Shinsuke Nakamura to beat AJ Styles, to be honest with you. We got The Undertaker back. The Undertaker appeared out of nowhere. EC3 won a title for once. I'm an EC3 guy, so you know. I wanted Shinsuke to beat AJ Styles, but that's not a very popular opinion. What is Shinsuke Nakamura doing now? I don't know. Bray should win the world title. You love AJ Styles, Rosa? Yeah, Bray Wyatt's being booked in a weird character. It's like, yeah, AJ Styles won, yes. Yeah, Nakamura's ruined. Rusev, I don't know what Rusev's doing. I thought Shinsuke and Rusev would become tag champions, but that's not going to happen. I don't know. This just made Ricochet really weak. Yeah, Nakamura won the world. Shinsuke Nakamura and Asuka both won the Royal Rumble that year just to go to WrestleMania and lose. I hate that idea. Hated it. Aleister Black versus Bray Wyatt. That could be a pretty good match. Here's a problem, though. There's a problem with Aleister Black versus Bray Wyatt. Aleister Black has just been doing promos on SmackDown, not doing anything else. Bray Wyatt's building this gimmick, so it's like either Aleister Black is going to give Bray no momentum, or Bray's going to give Aleister Black no momentum. Does that make any sense? Zero momentum. Nakamura phase again. Nah, I don't know about Nakamura. I don't know about him. I'm watching Modern Family. But yeah, thank you for subbing. And yes, I looked. Please don't hit me. But yeah, like um Aleister Black versus Randy Orton. Randy Orton. Yeah, I don't know. Should Randy Orton have another title run? It's just Aleister. I feel Bray Wyatt should be pushed to being a champion again. But I don't want him to feud with Aleister Black right now because someone's momentum is going to be totally ruined. So why do that? I mean, it'd be a great match. It'd be a great match, but we don't need that right now. And that's just my opinion. You don't gotta listen to that or anything. But Ricochet as a United Samoa Joe attacks Kofi Kingston. Also, Samoa Joe versus Kofi Kingston. That should be a pretty good match. Extreme Rules announced 2 tag matches. Yeah, it is Goku. I'm a Dragon Ball Z nerd. I like Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. No one should take Joe seriously. Why? Samoa Joe deserves a championship run, in my opinion. But yeah, Samoa Joe. Here's the funny thing about it: Kofi Kingston won a gauntlet with the Bar, Randy Orton, and Samoa Joe. So they booked Kofi Kingston way too strong, in my opinion. He's beating everybody. I mean, it's like as if Kofi Kingston beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns did it, and Roman Reigns is just burying Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, he's just a bodyguard. Kofi or Seth? That's a good question. I don't hate Seth, but putting him in matches with Baron Corbin, there were rumors they were going to make Shane McMahon the WWE champion. I don't think Samoa Joe will beat Kofi. I don't know who should beat Kofi. Maybe Roman Reigns will beat Kofi. And you're right, Samoa Joe does deserve the world title. Seth Rollins as a champion is not a draw to me. He's a good wrestler, but has no personality. He's not charismatic. His promos are horrible. I actually made a video earlier about his promos sucking so much. He has no personality. Seth Rollins? No personality with Seth Rollins. Becky Lynch tries too hard. I like EC3 because EC3 has personality they don't use. Kofi Kingston, he can talk okay. The Trouble in Paradise, is it a good finisher? I wouldn't say so. Kofi Kingston just kind of, I don't know. Kofi Kingston, they need to make him more interesting. Hey Bianca, thank you for joining my stream. How you doing? But yeah, Ricochet's getting better. Yeah, I think EC3 is just paying his dues. EC3 has better mic skills than half the roster. Thank you for subbing to my channel. I appreciate that. DeAndre McGee, I appreciate it. But I feel like EC3 has better mic skills than half the roster, if you think about it. He can talk. EC3 can talk. He has a good look. Average wrestler. He's best 2 out of 3, but that's good enough for me. I like EC3 as a character, but the WWE, I don't want to use him. If you looked at his work in TNA, you'd see you know what I'm talking about, but right now you won't know until you actually see his work. Bray Wyatt can talk pretty well. The Miz, how about The Miz? Does The Miz need to be champion one more time? The Miz ain't doing nothing I care for. He's losing to Shane McMahon twice. No, nah, not the Miz. Uh, Roman Reigns, does he need to be champion again? You want to see Ray before he retires? Hey, I'm going to Fighter Fest to see Kenny Omega. 2016-17. What happened there in that time? Ever since The Miz didn't catch R-Truth back in 2012, they punished him. If you remember, it was back in 2012, before the Royal Rumble, The Miz, R-Truth jumped over, The Miz didn't catch him, and then that was it. What's up, Michael? How you doing, man? You like joining my streams, don't you? 2016-17. I feel like, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right about that, McGee. You're right about that. Um, I feel like WrestleMania should have been Daniel Bryan versus The Miz for the WWE Championship. The Miz should have been in Kofi Kingston's place, and you guys probably don't like that idea. But it should have been The Miz versus Kofi Kingston at WrestleMania. No, The Miz versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 35. That would have told a better story, in my opinion. But they had the match at SummerSlam, and they ruined the flame. What's funny? Tell me anything. Is it my bald head? I want to hear it. How you doing? Someone told me I look like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm watching Modern Family right now. You guys watch Modern Family? He's now John Moxley in AEW, but Dean Ambrose, he wasn't doing anything in the WWE. He wasn't. He had that awesome heel turn after him and Seth won the tag titles. That heel turn was brilliant. The day Roman Reigns said he had leukemia. And then they gave him this stupid gimmick with the gas mask and dumb stuff. I don't believe Roman had leukemia. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm not buying it. I think it was a cruel, sick way to get Roman over. Leukemia just doesn't go away like that, unless you're lucky. I think it was all a sick joke, a sick story to put Roman over, because you don't boo a cancer patient. Maybe he had leukemia when he was younger. I know dropping the title, maybe you need a time off to go meet his family. I don't know. I made the list. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to sound harsh. I just don't believe it. I'm sorry that came off negatively. I apologize for that, y'all, but I just don't believe it. This is my opinion. You don't gotta take it personally. I like watching Godzilla. It's a pretty good movie. You guys seen the new Godzilla? I might go see the new Godzilla because I like Godzilla. I'm waiting for Fighter Fest. Fighter Fest is going to be Saturday. I'll take some videos for you guys. Take some pictures. You can follow me on Instagram if you want. AEW. It's AEW. It's the main events. Pentagon Jr., Phoenix, and Kid Laredo versus the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. It's going to be streaming live anyways. Huh. Well, Fox is going to need ratings, so... you know what? I forgot Brock was the Money in the Bank winner. I felt as a wrestling fan. I don't want Ricochet to lose that quickly. I don't want that to happen. That wouldn't be right. That wouldn't be right. Yeah, guys, this Godzilla movie is actually decent. This was from 1998. Decent Godzilla movie. Is Rey Mysterio? He's injured right now, isn't he? Yeah, he's injured. You know, here's the funny thing about Samoa Joe. I haven't seen the new Godzilla. You know who the best United States champion was? Want me to tell you? The best United States champion I've ever seen? I'll tell you who it is. No, not Cena. You want me to tell you who it is? I'll tell you. You won't like it, but I'll tell you. Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit made the United States Championship mean a lot. Chris Benoit was the best United States champion. I'm talking about back in 2007. Chris Benoit was good. Yep. Think about it. Chris Benoit won the title and defended it a lot. Rivalries with JBL, MVP. Chris Benoit made that title mean a lot. He really did. Until Santino Marella won it. Yeah, he was a good champion. Yep. AJ Styles is okay. Kevin Owens is alright. Eddie Guerrero was in all. Eddie Guerrero didn't defend it very much. The best Intercontinental Champion? Nicole, you're right about that. The WWE, the main titles are the ones they have trouble with. Baron Corbin versus Seth Rollins was probably the worst match at Stomping Grounds, in my opinion. Because I've seen Baron Corbin versus Seth Rollins over and over again. And Nicole, get this. It's going to be a tag match. Lacey Evans and Baron Corbin versus Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. That's their idea for a title match. I didn't follow a lot of HBK's Intercontinental Championship reign. Chris Jericho was a really good Intercontinental Champion. I'm not going to say China. Yeah, I didn't follow HBK's Intercontinental Championship run. I didn't watch wrestling during that time as much. Sami Zayn, I like Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's pretty good. But the way he's being booked now, I don't like it. Yeah. They want that paper. I'll tell you, here's my thing. I think what they put the Undertaker part of it is because they want people to watch Extreme Rules. Nope. Sami Zayn was an NXT champion, but that doesn't mean anything anymore. I will say this much: Baron Corbin is a pretty good heel. He's a great heel. People don't like him. He's a good heel, even if you hate to admit it. He's a good heel, but I hate his gimmick. I don't like it. What kind of gimmick is Constable Corbin? That's so stupid. HBK. HBK, Barry. Come on now. But his gimmick, I don't like it. I don't like Baron Corbin's gimmick at all. It's stupid. A great Applebee's employee. You were cheering for Corbin? Drew McIntyre needs to be champion. I don't know where Randy Orton is. But Drew McIntyre needs to be the champion. That's my... Drew McIntyre has a look. He can talk. He looks believable. I'd rather Drew be champion than Seth Rollins or Kofi Kingston. WrestleMania 35 was supposed to be Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre. Titus O'Neil? Nah, I don't know. Titus O'Neil shouldn't have grabbed Vince by his coat. Titus O'Neil, yeah. Remember when he grabbed Vince McMahon before WrestleMania 32? And Vince McMahon suspended him for like 3 months. Made him miss WrestleMania. But WrestleMania 32 wasn't even memorable. Nobody cares about WrestleMania 32. Nah, the idea was Braun was bullying Dolph Ziggler and Drew was gonna go against him. I like Braun Strowman. It's kind of a shame he ain't doing nothing. I couldn't even watch it for 7 hours. There were so many pre-show matches. Why did Undertaker help Roman Reigns? Michael, I don't know. I couldn't explain that to you. I just don't know. Good question. It's a good question. Question of the night. Why did Undertaker help Roman Reigns? To get ratings? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of things in wrestling that don't make sense. Why does AJ Styles want the United States Championship? Yeah. But you know what? This Raw was not bad. This was not a bad Raw. There's just certain things I don't totally agree with. Just certain things. I think Braun Strowman has a very bad attitude backstage. He would leave work early and come to work late. And that's why he got in trouble. And maybe what you're saying, McGee, is right. If I said your name right. He's corny to you. Um, yeah, this was a while ago. He might be over it. But looking at online scoops, we don't know what's really accurate anymore. You know, shoot. We just don't know anymore. Yeah, I live stream a lot. I live stream all. I'm gonna live stream tomorrow for NXT. I live stream a lot. If you guys enjoy talking to me, I'll live stream more. Yeah, I just talk about wrestling stuff. Tomorrow on SmackDown, I'm gonna watch a match and live stream it, and we'll go from there. Cool. But I use my cell phone, and my battery dies pretty fast. So yeah. What's your question? Nah, I don't have a charger. Well, I do got this thing. I just don't. If I break my charger cords that way. That's why I don't do it. It kind of leans in and breaks. My phone gets really really hot too. I got 15% left, so I can talk for a couple more minutes. Then I gotta go. But yeah, I mean, I live stream quite often, so you can talk to me whenever I live stream about wrestling videos. So yeah. You guys enjoy my live streams though? Yeah, I know Joe Cronin. What about him? Yeah, he's all right. SmackDown. Um, well, they got the wild card rule, so I'm guessing a lot of the major stars are going to be on the show. Very sleazy. But SmackDown, um, Brock Lesnar's probably going to be on the show. Ratings can be the end of you, man. Maybe they'll have more title matches. Maybe Triple H will run SmackDown. Who knows? Who knows? I don't even care. AEW is going to have shows in October as well, so it's going to be a tough call. WWE needs to step up its game if they want to compete with AEW. Now, AEW has some corny stuff too. It's wrestling. I mean, what do I know? But AEW has some dumb stuff too. But AEW is different. It's something new. We have different options. We can watch AEW or SmackDown or Raw. So that is what it is. Undertaker, I guess the Undertaker doesn't really want to retire in heart. The Undertaker doesn't want to retire. He wants to keep wrestling and do as much as he can. Undertaker loves wrestling too much. He couldn't retire the way, you know what I mean? That's how I feel with Undertaker. He's just one of those guys who can't really retire. Orange Cassidy, that thing Orange Cassidy did at the Casino Battle Royal, that was one of the funniest things I've seen in a while. Nah. I'll tell you, here's this thing. Here's what I'm gonna tell you about AEW. AEW, they're gonna have fantastic pay-per-views. But their shows, I don't know if they're gonna be watchable or not because we don't know those people. I feel like they're gonna break a lot of rules and it's gonna make it look bad. Like they feel like I hope they don't put too much comedy in AEW, like you were just saying right there. Too much comedy. There was so much comedy in one battle royal. Looking back at it, I didn't mind it, but looking back at it, I observed it a bit. I was like, you know what? That's way too much comedy. Way too much. The WWE has comedy, but not the whole show. Just saying. I mean, no, I don't think AEW is going to do bad. It just has its flaws, I noticed. And people don't really know those people too much. Yeah. It's going to take time to make a star. Like, you have Hangman Page. You got Kenny Omega, of course. Here's the thing about AEW. Let's give it some time. Andrade, yeah. Yeah. It's their first show. You're right about that. You're right about that. They'll work out and get better. I'm not bashing it. It just had its flaws. The Lucha Bros versus Young Bucks was an excellent match. The tag titles meant something there, unlike the WWE tag titles. That meant nothing tonight because it was in an 8-man tag match. So, I do like the wrestling wise. I'm not talking too much. It's mainly wrestling, you know. Um, I like Britt Baker. I don't care for Brandy Rhodes. They will. They'll lose the titles eventually. But remember why WCW messed up so much? It was because they had too many old stars and they weren't making new stars. They had Hulk Hogan, Lex Luger, Sting, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Goldberg, a bunch of people who were just too old. Buff Bagwell. They weren't WCW wasn't making new stars. They were just retiring and doing nothing. So if AEW can, they got younger talent, but younger talent. I mean, they have the one guy. Yeah, creative control. Creative control is a big issue in wrestling. Maybe Kenny Omega's a politician. Who knows? Like Hulk Hogan. Maybe Kenny Omega wants to win. Although Chris Jericho beat Kenny Omega, that AEW championship looks beautiful. I'll tell you that much. I like the new AEW championship. But AEW, I'm going to clear it up and say this much. It is what it is. We'll see how it goes. You might like it, you may not like it. It might be a success, might be a failure. Some weeks AEW will do well, some weeks WWE will do well. It's one of those situations. It's one week. It's going to be a ratings wars, but sometimes AEW will flop and do really bad. I think it might be the same as the WWE. Their pay-per-views are going to be awesome, but their shows, we don't know yet. We just don't know. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining my stream. I'll stream tomorrow. And I hope you guys see you guys. I think if Balor never got injured, he would have done more. But yeah, guys, my phone is dying. I'm sorry about that. I think that Finn Balor would have been a champion for a longer amount of time if he didn't get injured. Yes. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy my stream. Thank you for subscribing, and peace out, everybody.